This is Becton 99 talking to you live from the void, this eternal dark space where I like to do my movie reviews. So, recently I saw the Silent Hill or the Return to Silent Hill movie. I never played the games, so I didn't go into it with any kind of attachment. I think I don't know, 2006 when the first one came out, I might have been in my 20s. I might have been in college. Probably saw it on video. Didn't really, you know, didn't really have any thoughts about it then in terms of other than wanting to be entertained and going, it's not that great. So some of the intriguing plot lines to this new version was the original director from 20 years ago got to direct a sequel to it. And that kind of spoke to, how good of a relationship he must have with Konami to where they gave him another chance. And creatively, that's very interesting because how many of us get to have a do-over, you know? How many of us, whether, you can make up a scenario, 20 years ago, I missed a catch and my team lost the state championship. How do I get to avenge that? So his first movie, some people said it was good. It wasn't that good, but some people said it was good. The sequel to that one made his film look better by comparison, but that's a terrible comparison to have. But there's fans of the games, and so if that's all you had was the first, Silent Hill movie, I guess you could look at it and, see past the flaws and all those kinds of things. But as a creative person, I was like, he doesn't wake up every day thinking about Silent Hill, obviously. But there is some part of him that heard the criticisms, and he doesn't own the license, so he had to be invited to get the chance to do it again. He got the chance to do it again, and this is what he did, and that's what makes it sort of a spectacular failure in my mind. In my opinion, the only lore accurate way to enjoy this new film is to go in it with the intention of tastefully gooning. Now, the imperative word is tasteful. That means no skin to skin contact. You just get right to the edge of the pleat in your pants, and you just stay there because you're fucking being tasteful. You're tastefully gooning, and I guess you have to like women because the female form, if you will. The actress that played Maria and a couple other characters in the film, she was so fine, like. I guess I saw her in Jigsaw, but I never really paid attention to it, but she was fine. She like, I guess it happens a lot. There's a few times you meet an actress and I know she's a whole person, but I just saw her picture and her performance. I'm not talking about the woman, I'm talking about the image of her that was projected from the movie screen to my face. I saw that and I wanted to bang that. Whole person. She has a life without me. She doesn't need me. That's fine. But she set up what I call a dick conflict. I now want to bang her and the girl from Penguin season 1, Christina Milioti, or I don't know how you say her name. But I need that sandwich. Like it's probably never gonna happen. I get that. Maybe I just jinx myself against it, but I'm being realistic. But what I'm saying is, seeing her face reminded me of the other actress, and both of them are beautiful women. And now I have a dick conflict in my heart. I need both of them at the same time. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can't bang both of them at the same time. Okay. Based on the precedent of that film Twinless, where that dude wrote a script and he got to kiss Dylan O'Brien, I can write a script where the girl from Return to Silent Hill and the girl from The Penguin are sisters and they're both banging me. I just have to write the script, get it financed, put in some kissing scenes, and that's heaven on earth, Movie's going to be terrible. I'm a terrible actor. I'm not good. But damn it. The other thing that I'm on watch for this movie is there was a creature, like a pale albino spider creature, and they drew a voluptuous ass on it. If, when the movie comes out on, streaming and DVD, if it does have a physical release, if they tone down the ass next January at a certain location, I'm going to riot. You guys put that together. So, if we take tasteful gooning off the table, what does this movie have left? The actor who played James, I saw his portrait outside of this character. He is handsome, sometimes at certain angles. Everyone has different taste. He looked better with his regular hair than the wig that they gave him in this movie. The wig kind of fucked him up. It lowered his aura. If they wanted a guy with that kind of hair, cast someone with that kind of hair. I'm going to say some of my preference here. I like the Travis Kelce cropped fade for a Caucasian guy. I like when Channing Tatum cuts his hair, Magic Mike style. I'm not a big coiffy guy, But so, people would have complained and said, that's not like the hair in the game. But I'm like, let's get away from that shit, A military high and tight, to me, that's a serious Caucasian guy, I see flappy hair or Tom Cruise hair when he has bangs. I'm not into that. I need Tom Cruise with the Mission Impossible 1 haircut. That's a serious guy. Now you can get your ass beat by a guy with floppy hair, but I'm just saying in general the aesthetic is off. I'm not. Your hair touch your shoulders. I'm not. You gonna have to work pretty hard. Because you're gonna have to overcome my eye test, and when you fail the eye test, my muscles go up about 20%. So I feel like he tried. I'm not mad at him. I think where the movie got off to a shaky start was the budget. $23 million. Not enough. Not enough, Konami. Shit, y'all ain't made a movie. The first one came out 20 years. When the last time y'all made a movie? If you go into the theaters, Konami, go to the theater. Don't come out half-cocked. Don't do it. And that's what you did when you started with this budget. Whoever the director, what his name is, he had 20 years to think about this. He needed another 20. I don't think he was the right guy for the job. I never played Silent Hill Part 2. After this movie, I was so confused. I watched a video on Silent Hill Part 2, and my report is, I don't know exactly what year Silent Hill Part 2 came out, and maybe you guys might have been impressed when it happened, but that's a dumbass story, fundamentally. The version of Silent Hill that works best is Silent Hill is a purgatory, and if you do something bad, you go there. Okay, fair. This guy, James, his, movie and video game, his whole storyline with that girl is what I would call stupid. She's dying. He's breaking up with her, breaking up with her. He killed her. Maybe he didn't kill her. Maybe he was horny. That shit drives you to a psychological break. That puts you over the edge where you're seeing demons and shit. Now everybody grieves differently, but come on, bro. That's not enough for a psychotic break, in my worldview. So all of that shit was stupid. Yeah, cancer is bad. People get cancer. I get it. But creating a whole hellscape, like in the movie, it's like more so in his mind, but, But if Silent Hill is just this, purgatory place, make bad people go there, people that do crazy shit, I get it. But his whole, like a relationship. So, back to now.